have a son, and he's 3. Well, he'll be 4 soon, but he spent some time in the hospital when he was little, and just seeing all of the nurses and everybody just working together really made me appreciate them a whole lot. And you know, I realized that that would be something that I could do and that I would probably be good at. I've heard a lot of good things, and I know quite a few nurses who graduated from Mayland and said it was a great program. So eventually I want to get my BSN and then my master's.
My name is Amanda Ogle, and I'm a medical assistant student at Mayland. I was laid off from my previous job. I worked with Yancey County Schools, and in high school I did a few classes through the intern program with Mountain Heritage. And after Mountain Heritage, after I graduated, I came to Mayland to start my 4-year degree in teaching. And then I moved to Lisa McRae. So when I decided to come back to school, it was just a very comfortable choice, and I knew that I would do well here.
I like the fact that, you know, we live in a very rural area like Spruce Pine, and we have, you know, this here. It's great, I think.
Scarlett, my little girl, I think it helps her look up to me more, because she sees, okay, Mommy has to go to school every day, so do I. And it's like we have something in common. She will say, let's do our homework together. So she knows it gives them responsibility. It teaches them the word, you know, what you need to do as an adult to pay your bills and to have a good life.
When I started back to school, I was working a blue-collar job and had no intentions of going back to school. And I don't know, just had a really rough couple of months at work, and just started realizing that, you know, I couldn't do this the rest of my life. It wasn't sustainable. And so then I started looking at what my options were, and then obviously going back to school, but then going back to school for what? I didn't want to just go back to school. I wanted to have a direct goal. So I started thinking about something that I could do the rest of my life that would be fulfilling, and that at the same time would be financially, would be able to support me and a family at some point. And then that's when I actually decided on nursing, because it sort of seemed to fit all those things. It's, you know, I could help people, and that seemed like it would be a good choice for me. So I came to Mayland, and they said, okay, you need a CNA course before you do anything else. So I took the CNA course here over the summer, and really enjoyed it. So I started to take my prerequisites for nursing, and got into my first anatomy class, and did really, really well in it. And I don't know, I just started thinking about where I was in my life and how much time I had, and looking and seeing how I thought I could succeed as a doctor.
It's really, it's like an honor, you know, because I do my best to keep my grades and everything up, and you know, I do take the time to write scholarship essays and everything, so it's really nice to get a scholarship and to know that I'm actually doing a good job. It is really important because it's helping me to be able to achieve what I want to do in my life, you know. And without scholarships, I probably wouldn't have enough financial aid to get through it all. So it's been really, really helpful, and I appreciate everybody who has given me scholarships, you know.
The one for Mayland Community College scholarship, it really did help me this semester. I was afraid that I was not going to get to come back in the fall, which not everybody in my class did, but I was very fortunate when I received the letter this summer saying that I did get the money to cover my tuition. And it was just wonderful, because already having the first degree, I don't get a lot of financial aid or even a lot of scholarships. So for donors to just, you know, to give students like me money is a very big deal. It's very appreciated.
There are a lot of people that couldn't go to school without scholarships. They couldn't make it on their own. You know, when you give somebody a scholarship, you're investing in someone else's future. it's a very selfless act, just to give a random stranger money, and then you hope that they do well and they do something, you know, great with their lives. And I guess the ultimate sort of turnaround is that the people that you give a scholarship to and who succeed can maybe one day turn around and give a scholarship to someone else, you know, and help that person go to school.
Well, because they're giving us the opportunity to go to school and to become more well-rounded members of society. You know.
Some of these kids do not come from very good families. They don't have confidence. So when somebody shows confidence in them to give them the money to succeed, it comes back around. I mean, it's wonderful to show them to increase their self-esteem, because they say, well, if somebody believes in me to give me this money, then I need to show them that I am really worth it.
It seems like a risk now, but in 2 years when you graduate, or you have 4 years, whatever you decide to do, it'll seem like it'll be the best decision you've ever made.